Okay then, almighty patch notes for Korea. This one is gonna be super big. For NA, we are not getting much. We are getting a new annual banner. The new summoner pass will be the Wind Raven, and we are also getting a sea token event, which I will cover in a future video, probably tomorrow. But for Korea, they have received a super massive big update. As you can see, when the skull bar is this small, the update is gonna be massive. So, first of all, the world boss. So this is some kind of a boss. It consists of this absolute robot looking creature. And yeah, you can basically fight in it with your summoner and 15 other monsters. From their explanation, they explained that the team with your summoner you will be able to control manually, whereas the other three teams will be playing on order essentially, and you will be fighting a boss that way. And you can also receive various buffs, so one of those buffs will be like defense buff, all of that, right? So yeah, as you can see, there will be 4 seasons, and one season lasts a single week. And it seems like as the season ends, so basically every week you will be getting rewards, and the rewards are pretty OP. So first of all, the ranking rewards, so this is based on where you place in your server. So rank 1, for example, will receive 2 hero grade emblems. These are purple tier emblems, basically symbols for your summoner. Yes, this means that they did release symbols up to legendary grades, so these should be a massive boost to your monsters. And yeah, for the rewards, 2 hero emblems, 50 quick battle tickets, and 5,000 fighting spirit coins. These are coins for the new world boss shop, which I will cover in a separate video, as well as a live stream that I will do most likely after the patch. But yeah, the rewards are looking decent. First 3 ranks are getting a hero grade emblem, which is huge. If you are not able to make the top 3, try to make at least the top 50 for that rare grade emblem, which is still a decent boost. If not, then well, you're pretty much relying on getting as many spirit coins as possible, because at that point, magic emblems you already have pretty much. So yeah, interesting. And then there will be separate reward for how you do in the fight. So this is very similar to how Infinite Raid works. First of all, you place for your guild and get separate rewards, and second of all, you place for yourself and get individual rewards. So these are the individual rewards, and if you do get S rank or higher, you will be getting a hero grade artifact, which is probably even a rarer item than a symbol. I mean, these things are super difficult to craft. I've been crafting a bunch of them and I still only have 2. So yeah, hero grade artifact, then you get upgrade pieces for those artifacts. So like artifact essence is the purple upgrade item for hero artifacts. Crystals will be for the blue one, the mains will be for the green one. So basically whichever artifact you get upgrade items for that as well. And you also get these spirit coins, which will be used in the shop. And yeah, the buffs that you receive you can see here. So increased defense when hit. Second one is increased damage when hit. Third one is increased damage proportional to ally strengthening effects. So this could be pretty cool for units like, I think the dark... Wait, is it the dark boomerang who gets that like damage increase? So stacking that with this, or the water phoenix whenever it comes out, could be pretty big. And the fourth one, probably additional damage when cancelling the enemy strengthening effect. So essentially when you strip an effect you will get higher damage, look like. And yeah, the shop, this is what you can get in the shop. So first of all, you can get legendary emblems, basically legendary symbols. Legendary is once per month at 20,000 coins, so you will need to save up quite a bit, yeah, but at least you can get the hero ones pretty cheaply. And apart from those, you can also buy magic to hero grade artifacts, upgrade items for those artifacts, and transcendence items. Okay, and another big feature, the summoner mythic weapons and sub weapons. Trust me, you are not ready for these are massive. So first of all, the upgrades. These weapons will not drop by itself, they must be upgraded, so there is no additional weapons that is getting added from a separate dungeon like hero dates or anything like that. You just upgrade the current weapons or sub-weapons that you have. So, in order to make a mythic upgrade, you will need a 6-star 3 awakening legendary equipment. So, as predicted, you will need 8 traces of myth. This is just the regular item that you use to upgrade your other accessories to hero date tier rather. 20 boss monster ingredients. This refers to whichever type of weapon you have. So for example, if you have a Farakel weapon, you will need those Farakel spear tip thingies, right? So 20 of them. If you have a seal weapon, you will need 20 of those seal wings, right? So basically whichever type of weapon you have. Then this is a new item actually. 20 magic amplification stones, and it has been added to seal only. But do not worry, because seals are now rechargeable up to 99 times per week, so you will be able to get quite a few of these. And 30 advanced crafting tools. These are basically the regular crafting item, same as for what they called accessories. This is the blue tier, that little hammer thingy. 400,000 gold and 60,000 skystones. So now look at these effects. Oh my god, some of these are just pure broken. Turbulent memory. So this is the foggy set. Basically how sets work is you have an effect for weapon, you have an effect for sub-weapon, and if you have both of the same type, you will also get a set effect, right? So let's look at these. Set effect. When the summoner dies in the arena or conquest battle, basically siege battle, he or she is resurrected as an Avenger for 15 seconds. The Avenger state cannot be dispelled, and the summoner's damage received is reduced by 50%, and skill cooldown is accelerated by 30%. However, if the Avenger state dies due to exhaustion, basically losing all of his HP, or stamina, so basically I believe, wait, so one of them refers to the timer running out, other one I believe refers to the HP running out. Resurrection is impossible, and that is irresistible, so basically you will not be even able to revive that unit anymore. So you cannot run this unit with revivers, or rather this set with revivers, but if you do not use any revivers, this could be pretty good. This skill is activated before other soul protection effects. If you resurrect yourself using this skill, the resurrection penalty in arena and conquest wars, basically siege, does not apply. And then if you only have the weapon, you will increase the damage your summoner deals in arena and siege and battlefield by 4.5 and 6.5 if your weapon is light and dark. And for the sub weapon, it's the opposite effect. So the damage, no wait, not the opposite, actually it also increases that. So yeah, it increases your damage you deal by 6.5%. Okay, oh wow, Demon Tears. This is the Mitas, the White Shadow Castle set. This one I don't think is that amazing, but when a teammate kills an enemy, there is a 35% chance that the summoner will receive level 1 skill acceleration, as well as level 1 mana regen speed for 20 seconds. So this one is like, I don't know. I feel like these buffs are already pretty available from other units, and compared to literally being able to revive and taking less damage, yeah, I don't know. And the same singular set effects applies. So damage dealt to monsters by summoners or summons, so basically damage from monsters to monsters will be increased by 6.5%, and if you have the weapon, damage inflicted from summoners to monsters increases by 4.5 and 6.5 if you're light and dark. Now get ready for probably the most broken one, the Naraka set. Oh my god. Okay, so good luck running this on every single squishy summoner. Dragon Scale grants Dragon Scale to the summoner for 15 seconds in arena and siege. Dragon Scale cannot be dispelled and reduces the amount of damage received by 99% until the target's health is reduced by 5%, which is not happening because if you reduce the health by reduce the damage by 99%, in order to reduce that 5% without any damage, like ignoring effects, so basically damage that ignore target mitigation effects, you will need to do 495% of that summoner's HP in order to just remove the shield, so 5 times their HP bar. Yeah, so if you are not running any units that ignore buffs, so stuff like Karambit, Lupinus, all of that stuff, this makes you quite literally unkillable for the first 15 seconds, and I am very scared. However, this should be pretty fun, I don't know. And the damage dealt by summoners in Arena, Battlefield and Siege will increase by 4.5% and 6.5% for Light Dark. And the shield or the sub-weapon will increase damage dealt from monsters just overall by 6.5%. Wow! Wow! That is powerful. Okay, Bondage of Enroachment. Let me check which one this is. Okay, so the Bondage of Enroachment is the Snake Lady. What's it called? Twisted Marsh set, right? Okay, let me see. Greed. The amount of ultimate gauge obtained by using Soul Link increases by 20%. Nah, I don't know. Maybe you can make it work with like Tiana, Lenore. I don't see it being any good for this one. So yeah, I don't know. However, it works in PvE, so potentially this could be the new PvE set actually, because it is not locked to PvP, and charging your ultimate in PvE is quite important, especially for raids, hero raids, infinite raid, all of that, right? So looks like Twisted Marsh will be one of the better options for PvE. Then Hero's Power. Ooh, let me see. Okay, Hero's Power is the Farakel set from Tree of Heroes. So Spirit King's Protection, where the summoner attacks with attribute superiority, damage increases by 15%, and damage received from targets with attribute superiority over the summoner increases by 5%. So if you are, let's say, a water Orbia and you attack a fire unit, you will do 15% more damage. Again, this works in what's it called? All areas of the game, not just PvP, it looks like. So another option for you if you want to increase your PvE damage, I suppose. But it also only applies to the summoners. So again, for example, for raids, your Nadin Has, your Argents are the ones doing the main damage, so I'm not sure. And the last one, Abyssland, this is the Seal effect. So, incomplete Colossus armor in Arena and Domination, I assume Siege battles, the damage received by the summoner is reduced by 20%, but the summoner cannot be granted immunity. Ooh. And the damage received from continuous damage increases by 200%. So basically these are any dot effects like bleed, burn, electric shock, all of that. Oh, this one is interesting. I don't know. Damage received reduced by 20%. So like, he is really good into strips. This set feels really good into strips, but also increased damage from dots by 200%. That's triple the damage. Keep in mind, even though you may not feel like dots are doing a lot of damage, in a lot of cases you are. If you know the new Fire Paladin, Ophelia for example, you may not notice it, but when she stacks that level 10 burn, you are potentially dying in 6 seconds. So yeah, ooh, this one is interesting. I don't think I will personally be using this. For me, so far the Naraka set looks super OP, and the Foggy potentially based on how it works. So since it's very hard to tell how this like the selection thing works. But yeah, definitely looks like Foggy, and well, Naraka will definitely be one of the strongest ones. Foggy potentially the second one, and the rest, well, depends on you kind of. And yeah, as previously mentioned, so the emblems or symbols in our language will be expanded to rare, hero and legendary tiers, and these you will be able to acquire from World Boss and all of that. Now there is another feature being added called the Practice Battle. It will be added to Challenge Arena, and if you have played Sky Arena before, this is essentially the rival battle that you would often find in there. So these are AI controlled teams and AI selected teams, and for beating these you are able to get crystals and battle points. And yeah, it looks like these can be played up to 50 times per day, and you can immediately let challenge a defeated target. Ooh, what? Really? In the challenge arena match list, the button color changes for targets that can be quick battled. Ooh, good thing they kept that in. An option has been added to all menus to display image inflicted by allies. Okay, so nice. Challenge sort of bots are being added here as well. A new monster story is being added, so the Water Beast Rider. Now keep in mind, the Water Beast Rider is not available in Korea yet. It should be releasing in around 2 weeks. However, they released this story as a preview, and yes, in the last quest, you are able to receive 20 monster pieces for the Water Beast Rider. So she will be summonable for free. And this will be just a way to preview their skills while fighting them in the story missions. Some changes to Trial of Ascension. So the normal mode is going from 200 to 100 floors, and the hard mode is going from 200 to only 20 modes. Now I have to warn you, these are significantly higher than they were before. So while recording this video, I already went through the normal mode. I completed all 100, and I believe previously the 200th floor in the normal stage was around 250,000 power requirement. This time the 100th floor in the normal mode already needs you to have over 400,000 power, and the first stage of the hard mode requires you to have 417,000 power. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty difficult. However, the rewards are insane, trust me on this. I will showcase them in more detail in a separate video coming later today. However, the hard mode seems to have a various requirement for it, and for dissertation in Korea, for example, in order to enter any hard mode level, yes, this applies for all 20 levels, you need to be using a team of 3 fire monsters. You are not able to pick any other element except for fire, so this would potentially turn stages, especially stages that are, for example, water element, pretty difficult. And yeah, it looks like these are changes to the secret room, so because there are less stages, you will potentially be getting more gauge for it. So gauge required for entry, previously it was 100, it looks like. So I assume that each stage gave you 10 and you needed 100 to enter. Now you need 800 to enter, so you will get 1 entry to the room for every 20 stages you complete, it looks like. And the maximum entries were boosted from 99 to 999, so you can stock up way more. And they're also changing some rules for the hidden rooms. Previously they were a pain because you couldn't see the challenges that you need, and now it looks like hidden rooms will no longer appear in difficult levels. The treasure room appears 3 times and the goose room appears 2 times, and these will be marked by which floor they are in, essentially, so it will be a little bit easier to recognize. And missions will be deleted from the Tower of Trials and Tower of Disguise is probably the Ascension Tower. So these are the missions that had small quests that you receive a one-time reward for like 10 crystals, 20 crystals, all of that. Looks like these will be deleted completely. And now, you've probably seen the teaser from my community post. Seal is becoming a regular raid. It will require you to have 75 energy if you want to give 1 recharge. However, you are now able to do 99 recharges per week. And this actually becomes one of the best XP sources in the game. Previously, Path of Growth was giving you 35,000 or something XP per entry. Farakill being one of the highest raids, which will give you 92k XP. Seal has a big boost at 152k, and it is actually close to matching Path of Growth. So if you no longer need runes, Seal will definitely be one of the main ways to get XP now. Okay, and some changes made to gathering and mining. So first of all, whenever you start auto mining, you are able to select the amount you actually want to gather, so you don't go on forever. And also, if you do not own a summoner pass, you will be able to get up to 1000 additional mining charges by watching ads. So originally you have 1000 and then you are able to get 200 for each ad you watch, up to 5 times a day. So if you really want to progress and you do not have a summoner pass, this is just another option that you can use. There are some siege changes, but these are mostly miscellaneous changes like the rank reset, being able to check when people attacked, how they attacked, all of that. So I will not cover them too much and I will go straight into the guild hideout. So you will be able to place a training non-attribute scarecrow. Potentially this could be a very good option, not only to test your damage in there, but you can test out your raid team's damage. So bring up your raid party and see whether you are able to do maximum damage that way. You can bring your seal team to see if you're able to stack dots well. You are able to even test out your guild raid team, so with pretty much your whole guild, or at least the 24 players that are allowed to enter. And yeah, this will be a great tool to maximize your damage by testing out whether you have enough debuffs, whether you have enough buffs, all of that. Okay, and a few small changes to Battlefield. So first of all, there will be an additional guard tower added to Moon Shadow Forest. So this is the one where you hunt various mobs. And it looks like it will be there just to prevent spawn camping from the enemies, as I assume these will be placed deep inside the enemy territory. And a stamina 180 probably refers to their HP, so basically you need to hit it potentially 180 times in order to kill that tower. Also, field summon presets added, so you will be able to set various presets for using them. So instead of having to constantly switch units, you are able to set up your raid team, for example, your monster hunting team like the field hunting team, without having to constantly switch units one by one. So another amazing quality of life feature. And yeah, artifacts, you will be able to see which artifact you have right from your monster info. And then this one, long awaited update as well, runes. So instead of sharing the bag for all of the runes, now you will receive two separate bags. So equipped runes, so runes that are equipped on monsters, will have a separate bag of up to 1000 runes, and then unequipped runes will have their another bag for up to 1000 runes. So potentially in the inventory you will be able to hold up to 2000 runes if you equip most of them on your monsters. And yeah, going through a lot of these changes, these are just miscellaneous changes like having all of the options right in the menu, being able to summon unknown scrolls infinitely, so basically without having to spam that summon 10 button. There is also new monsters being added to the peace exchange shop, because as you know, they mentioned not adding new units for 3 months whenever they are released. So it looks like Dragon Knights and Boomerang and Chakram Dancers are being added in the Korean exchange shop. So yeah. Now this one, another amazing quality of life feature, you are able to finally recharge energy at higher quantities. You no longer need to spam the recharges one by one. Another cool option is, this was already teased, but you are able to set the maximum distance you want to walk away from the starting spot when you are hunting creatures. So for example, you are able to choose from 25 to 100 meters. This means that at 100 meters, your summoner with his monsters will be running around in a way wider range, potentially picking up more monsters, whereas if you use a low range, you will be able to target the specific monsters a bit more conveniently. However, you will potentially pick up less monsters overall. Also, some changes in the training ground. Basically now you can trigger an option where you do not use any cooldowns whenever using your summoner or monsters. So yeah, again, this allows you to stack debuffs, check the damage consistently without waiting for mana to regen, and yeah, that's amazing. Okay, and the new monster, the Wind Harp Magician. So this one will be available in the Illusion Garden eventually, but here are the skills of her. So basic attack, nothing special, 165% multiplier. First skill, it is a 4 mana, 24 cooldown, and plays a sleepy tune to apply sleep to enemies within the area with a certain chance. Applying sleep increases the target's skill cooldown. Wow, that's big. So 50% chance to apply sleep for 14 seconds. 50%. That's low. That's low. Nah, that's low. Wake up after receiving only 3 hits as well, which is again pretty low because most sleeps will do like 5 or 7. And while sleep is applied, increase skill cooldown by 20%. So yeah, personally, I don't like this skill. Seems very, very weak. I don't know. It's sleep. Again, if it was stun on 50%, maybe you could debate it. Of course, with a shorter duration, but sleep, I don't know. It's just 50%. It's just way too RNG for me. And the second skill, Healing Music, also 4 mana, 24 cooldown, plays a beautiful melody to remove harmful effects from a team member within the area with the most harmful effects in the team, and applies immunity to the target's team member when the harmful effect is successfully removed. The recovery amount is based on the target's HP, so cleanse 1 harmful effects from the target that has most harmful effects. The cover HP for everyone for 24.1% of her HP, or target's HP actually, not her. And upon successful removal, immunity for 14 seconds. Again, that immunity is only to the target. This is weak, this is very weak. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but like this is super weak. Now the passive. So this one is very similar to the Dark Harp Magician. So when a team monster takes lethal damage, ignore his damage and applies Endure to a target's team monster. Afterwards uses Healing Music, which is the second skill. This passive skill is only applied in the arena and siege battle as well. So ignores lethal damage, Endure for 1 second to prevent that death, and use Healing Music. Wow, so this unit is really weak. Maybe I am misunderstanding something, but this is an F3. This is, to me, an F3. This is a very weak unit, I don't know. I mean, single target immunity, single target heal? Oh... Yeah, no. Yeah, nah. This is pretty horrible to me. And the ultimate, so it's the same as the second skill. Remove all harmful effects on allies within the area. So now it's a full cleanse on everyone. Now ultimate is pretty good. And applies immunity to the target if the harmful effect removal target is a team member. Okay. Afterwards, it covers the HP of allies within the area. Yeah, ultimate is decent. Ultimate is decent, but this is 1 debuff? Really? Not even full cleanse. This is a single target and only cleanse. Nah, this is bad. First skill super bad, second skill super bad, passive is okay-ish. Ultimate is awesome, but the regular skills are just garbage. I'm sorry. You are not changing my opinion. This is just a garbage unit, honestly. Okay, and just for the last news, so Galagos Season Open event looks like this will be a regular thing for each time Galagos resets, so happy to see that. You already have this in your server, so there's nothing new, the rewards will be the same. This one though, Summon the Transcendence Guide, so this looks like a permanent event, again for more of a newer players, however you will get it as well. And it basically allows you to do various missions in order to get some essences. And these missions include, let me quickly check them out. So yeah, in total you will need to defeat 900 creatures. You will need to clear Elite and Hero raids 3 times. You will need to clear Special Expedition 9 times. And you will need to craft Energy of Chaos, Energy of Transcendence, Energy of Harmony 16 times. So these are basically from pieces to regular material. Yeah, the missions definitely don't seem too hard. You will be able to easily clear the hero raids as time goes on. Not even hero raids, just elite raids. So 3 elite raids or hero raids, super easy. Special Expedition, that's what, 2 weeks at most. And Energy of Chaos crafting, yeah, that will take a little bit, but yeah, this will be super easily completable, and you will get quite a few energy. You will get like up to 5 symbols and up to 25 of these as the missions progress. And yeah, apart from that, it looks like most of these are just various bug fixes, some more quality of life improvements. So yeah, that's about it for the update. I will make a follow-up video of all this stuff while in game, so you will be able to check out that stuff in more detail. And yeah, hope you enjoyed, and peace.